Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
It's time to BS.
So I'm going to begin this program with Notre Dame. Notre Dame football. And as much as I try my best to pay attention to college football, which, by the way, speaking of, Penn State has hired Iowa State's Matt Campbell to be their next head coach of the football program, which is, yay. Speaking of, welcome to the Department BS. My name is Dan Cruz. This is episode 277 of Time to BS. And follow the show wherever you get your podcasts and all that jazz. Notre Dame's a bunch of soft clowns. Just wow.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Literally. Just good. I'm going to play it again for you.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Wow.
Done.
I'm done with the Notre Dame. Just play the freaking bowl game. Are you that much of clowns to not want to play in a bowl game? Oh, we don't want, what are you, high school? Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. That's all I'm going to say. So, there was a massive media deal that just happened this past week as we're recording. Netflix has agreed to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery Studio for $82.7 billion. Just wow. So, say what you want. I mean, okay, so people have wondered what my thoughts are on this. And I'm going to share you my thoughts. I think this is good and bad. For two reasons. I mean, from a business point of view, Warner Bros. is hemorrhaging money. So, they really didn't have a lot of breathing room anyway to do anything. I mean, they couldn't keep the NBA on TNT. For those of you who do not know what Warner Brothers owns, how massive this deal is, I'm going to read you some major companies that are currently owned by Warner Bros. DC Comics, so like, Superman, Batman, whole nine yards, HBO, CNN, and the big one is Turner Broadcasting, which is like TNT, TBS, which had the NBA. Now they don't. That has NBC. That's owned by NBC now. They have the NHL, which is, TNT owns the NHL, which is awesome. NHL rights. Sorry. And they have AEW. Which is like, okay, cool. It's awesome. The word around the street is that they being Netflix, they may just keep everything on their own sites. Like HBO is going to own their stuff. Turner's going to own their stuff. But in terms of the streaming platforms like the sports and stuff, that might go to Netflix now. We're in an age where, the dark side of sports, of media as a whole, is now in a two-bidding war race between Disney and Netflix. Netflix has the better track record. as of recent, but Disney has been spending a lot more money. Do with that information as you will. I don't particularly care. But this is a massive deal in hindsight what it is. Because what this essentially says is, I mean, Netflix might raise their prices. First of all, the deal isn't officially going to be, finalized until earliest next summer. So summer 2026. That's what we know. And the itty-gritty details are still being finalized. How much is Netflix going to have on their site? How much is, TNT going to have on their site, or HBO is going to have on their site? Like, who knows? I don't know. But it's big in retrospect being what it is. Because I don't even know how to put in words how big this is. This would be like the equivalent of the World Wrestling Federation at the time buying WCW. I mean, they might just merge together. Who knows? But by the way it's looking, it doesn't seem to be that way. I mean, I don't know. I really am very curious to see how this goes. If I were, in the shoes of David Zaslav, the chairman of Warner Brothers, I'd be like, screw it, I don't know what to do. I mean, but at the same point, they were hemorrhaging money. So at the same point, really, who gives a crap? I'm curious to see how this affects the consumer. Because if everything goes to Netflix, that means a Netflix premium subscription is going to be like $30 a month. Now, at the same tier point, you could get all the HBO content, all the Turner content, DC content's all going to be on there. You never know. So in reality, given what it is, you could just pay like $50 a month for the Disney bundle and the Netflix package combined. Disney and Hulu, and then the Netflix bundle, and just go from there. If you can afford it, that is. I mean, oh God, it's just, what a stupid idea. This whole thing has been a basic, F you to the consumer. A massive F you to the consumer. Because, I know this is a sports show, but I'm going to be real with you. The dark side of media today is you're charging people, like average people, like $20 a month to watch a show or to watch like great content or whatever. I mean, I personally don't have any streaming services. I mean, that's a lie. I have, for sports, I have the Gotham Sports Network, Gotham Sports app, which is, that has the Islanders, the Knicks on there, the Rangers, the Devils, and so forth. They got those 4 teams on there, which is, I pay $30 a month for it. Okay, no big deal. I also have YouTube TV. Okay, big freaking deal. That's awesome. And, I pay for the Sunday ticket as well, so like I'm paying a chunk of change for that and whatever. But you're paying $150 a month for this crap? It's ridiculous. Because for like average working class people, like that want to get into sports, you're charging an arm and a leg for this crap. When your best bet's like go to a bar, go to like a Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever, and just see what's out there. I mean, I think, personally speaking, from my personal point of view at least, this is either going to be a really good thing, this Netflix and Warner Bros. Deal, or a really bad thing. But it's hard to tell because this deal is so new. But I can't help but be angry at like average sports consumers. And I do this show as a hobby, like mostly because I just want to talk some sports and talk some crap. But at the same point, like it's making me question my sports fandom. Like getting into sports as a whole. Because I'm getting married. I got a lot of stuff I got to pay for and all that jazz. And I want to get into the Seahawks. The Seahawks are 10-3. The Islanders are rolling, sort of. But like, and then you get situations where in order to watch the Seahawks, I got to pay for YouTube TV subscription and also purchase the NFL Sunday ticket. And to get to the Islanders, I got to pay $30 a month, and by that time, it's already a cable bill. But it's like, what? It's like, what? What the hell? Because you have a serious situation where the common sports fan is going to get priced out because of these massive deals that are going to keep coming. And, you know, they can't keep, like, fans can't keep up with it. You're going to lose fans, but at the same point, fans won't do anything to watch their teams. So, in reality, who gives a crap? You know what I mean? It's just, it blows, man. I hate sports business at times. This show ain't free, so time for some ads.
Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at RighteousFelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
All right, so now that I got that out of the way, I'm very curious to see what's more likely to happen for our future. You know, do you think are we going to add if we're going to be in Star Wars, or we're going to be in like the Matrix or whatever, where everything's just like a simulation? I don't know. I'm not getting into conspiracy theories right here, but I just thought about that. Someone asked me, you know, hey, if you had to pick between Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, what would you take? You know what I said? Oh, dude, without hesitation, I pick Lord of the Rings. Because, like, to watch or to, like, live it? If in terms of living, that's easy. Lord of the Rings. In terms of watching, easy. Lord of the Rings. I am a Star Wars guy through and through. I am not denying that. I love me some Star Wars. I'm getting a Star Wars tattoo down the road. But if I had the opportunity to live in Middle-earth and be like one with the elves or the hobbits or whatever, the dwarves, I'd be the happiest mofo on the planet. Don't lie. You'd live in Middle-earth as well. Go watch the Lord of the Rings franchise and include the Hobbit in that too. Go watch those films and you're going to love it. Or read the books. Read the books. It's great. I mean, I didn't read the books, but I'm sure the books are way better than the movies. I mean, some people will disagree with me, and that's fine, and say that watching the movies are way better than the books. That's fine. Life's opinion-based. Who cares? So, I don't know. I'm... Whoa. Jesus. That was a very loud noise on my headphones. Anyway. I don't know. I had some thoughts, but I lost it. So we'll cross the bridge down the road. I don't know. The housing market's weird too. I was trying to buy a house or whatever. We're trying in the process of trying to buy a house or buy a condo, and like the market here on Long Island is stupid. But whatever at this point. I don't know. Not a lot of sports stuff going on. I mean, the Chiefs are playing. Kansas City's playing Houston right now in the NFL for Sunday Night Football. As I'm recording this. So, I don't know. It's one of those nights where I'm just like, nah, I don't care. What are you going to do? That'll do it for this episode. Anyway, you know what the deal. Go like, follow, share, subscribe, the whole deal. My name is Dan Cruz. I'm coming from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. And I'll see you in this life, and most certainly the next one. Cheers, everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful